husks of ruined cities, pockets of humanity still scraped out a meager existence. They spoke in hushed, emotionless voices, their movements always deliberate as they went about their chores. 3 generations had passed since the calamity. For most, nothing was strange about their mostly soundless world. They did not miss the songs of birds, nor the chirps of crickets, for they have never heard them. As naturally as breathing, people walked in erratic ambulations, ingrained into their very being. As crucial a necessity to life as eating or breathing was the compulsion to never generate a rhythm, not beats in their steps, nor tones in their voices. They must never give rise to the thing that we once called music. In the wreckage of what used to be called Orlando, a rarity developed. An old man, perhaps the oldest man in existence, huddled with his kin around a fire. He was a young boy when the destruction began, and by tremendous luck, survived to this ripe old age. No one could have expected the ancient memories locked away in the old man's mind. Such an elderly person had not been thought possible. Sitting by the fire, the man's mind slips further toward oblivion, and in doing so, it uncovers a memory. The old man remembers something his father said, something that might have been called a lullaby. Addled as he was, the memory, the song, was on his lips before he knew what he was doing. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. His community froze. They stared at him in abject terror. The inflections in his voice, the symmetry of the words. This was music. This was death. The humans felt a horrible dissonance, a foreign reflex to cry out, clashing with the need to stay silent. The ground trembled, heralding the approach of the summoned revenants. A blur of fur and fang flashed from throat to throat, rending flesh in sprays of blood. Brawn moved as a whirlwind through the cowering humans. Ayajai formed as a mist to slither down locked doors and down into burrows, suffocating his victims within their own lungs. A mighty wave crashed into the ruins, washing half-drowned body into the waiting maw of Ka'ain. Yahweh stood before the old man, the chaos of the slaughter raging around them. The old man barely had the chance to turn before Yahweh sunk his teeth into his throat, draining his life in an instant. A few fleeing humans cleared the massacre but were overwhelmed by the stench of rot. The final revenant, Nick Carter, rose from the earth. He pelted the survivors with massive stones, rocking their bodies. When the dust settled and the water abated, none remained to tell the tale. Etched in the collective consciousness of the remaining humans the world over, an ancient warning yet remains. As long as there be music, we'll be coming back again. Thank you for listening. Happy April Fool's Day. I hope you enjoyed this funny one. I definitely loved reading it. If you have a scary story that you want me to read, submit it to my subreddit. That link is in the description. The mailing list link, the merch store link, and the Buy Me a Coffee link are all in the description as well. Take your pick. Click the video on the right to hear more creepypastas, or click the video on the left to hear true scary stories. Until next time, always look back. Or don't.